Hi everyone, welcome to Infinite Women. I'm Allison Tyra, and today we're talking about Annette Kellerman and Gwen Verdon, two women who overcame disabilities in their early life. And I want to preface this by saying that it is incredible that these two girls, because they were children at the time, were able to regain mobility to extraordinary degrees given their later careers. But I was initially hesitant about making this video because there is a lot of harmful messaging around disabilities being something that people can just overcome if they work hard enough, which is obviously not true for many different conditions. And for a lot of people like myself, we have disabilities that we don't consider things that need to be fixed, right? My autism is not something that I want to fix. My ADHD is not something that I want to fix. And that gets into the whole medical model versus social model of disability, which I have episodes about on my podcast. Go listen to that if you want me to rant. But I do think that an important part of disability history is acknowledging that just because someone wasn't disabled during their career, that doesn't mean that their earlier disability didn't help shape their lives, which is clearly the case in these two stories. So let's get into it. Annette Kellerman and Gwen Verdon both had medical conditions in childhood that impacted their ability to walk. So Annette's father and Gwen's mother decided respectively that if their daughters couldn't walk, they would swim and dance. And both of them grew up to be legends in their fields. So, as a young child in the 1890s, Annette Kellerman's legs were so weak that she had to wear painful steel braces. Doctors couldn't diagnose exactly what was going on, but they predicted that she would be unable to walk in the long term. And so to strengthen her legs, her father took her for swimming lessons at a local tidal pool in Sydney. Now, although she was initially terrified, she soon took to the water, and by age 13, her legs were strong enough that she no longer needed any aids to walk. She went on to international fame for her swimming and diving escapades, including being the first woman to attempt to swim the English Channel, starring in early Hollywood films, including being the first woman to appear nude in a Hollywood film, performing daredevil stunts, and setting records along the way. She also pioneered both synchronized swimming and sensible swimwear for women at a time when heavy wool costumes were the norm. Those outfits added an extra 11 kilos, or 24 pounds for the Americans, of weight when they got wet, which was not only uncomfortable but actively dangerous, as they resulted in women drowning, which of course only reinforced the idea that I guess women just aren't good swimmers. But the Annette Kellermans, as her suits were called, were tight-fitting and bared the arms and legs only. They were so radical that she claimed to have been arrested for public indecency in 1907 on a Massachusetts beach. Gwen Verdon had a less scandalous, though no less interesting career. As a toddler, she had a severe case of rickets, and her weakened bones caused her legs to be badly misshapen. Like Annette, Gwen wore rigid leg braces as well as orthopedic boots. When she was 3, her mother started her in dance classes, which strengthened her legs and improved her posture. She began dancing on stage when she was just 6 years old and studied a wide range of dance styles. When she was 11, she appeared as a solo ballerina in the 1936 film The King Steps Out. Verdon went on to star in Broadway productions for decades, earning 4 Tony Awards for her performances, even as she went largely uncredited for her work with her husband and partner, Bob Fosse. She worked extensively as an assistant choreographer and dance coach, but remained best known as a dancer herself. She originated the roles of Roxy Hart in Chicago and Lola in Damn Yankees in their original Broadway productions, and worked with Fosse on musical films like Cabaret, Sweet Charity, and all that jazz. Join us next time on Infinite Women, and remember, well-behaved women rarely make history.